Steve Laughlin with TechSlug Houston, and I built BB-8. So this is the evolution of BB-8. It's a kind of a play on the evolution of man, from the very small to the very large. And I put it together because I built the large BB-8 a year ago, and I kept being asked, is that the one from the Lego store? And I was like, no, this is like a totally different size one. So I said, look, let's throw it all out there. Let's throw out all the versions of BB-8 that I've built, plus the Lego store and the Lego group has built or put together over the last couple years, and let's lay it all out in that type of setup with the evolution of BB-8. So the heads move on the large BB-8. The first time I put it together, it wasn't, all the sections didn't fit together perfectly, so I rebuilt it this year to get a nice snug fit on the sphere, and it turned out, from my perspective, pretty well. And I've thrown in the Lego BB-8 for scale, so you can kind of get a feel for the UCS set that Lego just put out, along with, to compare it with the one that I built. And then some of the smaller ones we built, I've displayed over the last couple of years, just with some smaller mocks with Ray and some things like that. So I threw those in there. But it was just a real play on words, just a real fun take on the whole evolution of man. And I just wanted to lay that out. So in the future, I want to have the larger BB-8 set up with a door that opens and the flame that comes out. And we'll do some more interesting and fun things with him, put some sound on him and let his head turn. So yeah, that's the BB-8. As
you were working on this project, what did you find were the kind of difficulties and differences in building at different scales there, even when you're putting together the official Lego versions, and how that changes?
So the biggest issue is just getting that spherical look. As you go smaller, it gets more difficult, of course, right? So there's been some work done by some of the other builders out there that I took some of their stuff and put together as well. So I looked at everything that's been done, from very large sculptures to very small, and so I've taken some of those and really just to get the sizes for the evolution put together. So it's really, as you get smaller, it gets more tough, and that's the most difficult piece. The other big issue is just getting all the, like on the larger BB-8, it's 6 semi-spheres, right, that you have to put all together to make one large sphere, right? And getting those things to connect and stay connected, this thing travels all over when I go to shows, so it's having it where it doesn't break apart every time. That's the other big challenge.
What's the structure like on the inside of the big BB-8 there?
So he's completely hollow. There's some technique pieces in the bottom to be able to attach it to the base plate so it doesn't roll off. And outside of that, it's completely hollow on the inside. So it's got room to do some additional fun things if we want to go down that road, like I said earlier, with putting a door and some things like that. There's some room to put some mechanisms in there. So yeah, completely hollow.
Yeah, well, it's a fun little layout to see, from the tiny Lego like minifig size version all the way to your large version here. So thanks so much for bringing out the show.
Awesome. Thanks guys for coming out. Appreciate it.